What are some of the philanthropic initiatives or activities that have caught your interest?
Yeah, my whole purpose is around health equity. So I joined Communal Life. Communal Life is it's an organization that does housing for vulnerable populations. They protect New York's most vulnerable.
Mm.
And so housing and all of the supports and systems around it, that was just near and dear. The founder was just a dynamo of a human being, little Cuban woman, not even 5 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been advising, I don't know how many governors and mayors and sits on the commissions because she's so good at what she does, whether
Mm-hmm.
they're right or left, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
They always tap her. She's the outgoing chair of the New York Fed. Like this woman is like no
Wow.
joke. And so yeah, so I if I had the opportunity to join their board as they were developing that organization and to be around her. That organization, I joined, maybe they were maybe 10 million a year in revenues. They do over about 100 million a year in revenues now. We
Wow.
now we now have some surpluses
Mm-hmm.
just from projects from years ago that have now sort of come back around, and we're able to refinance and we're able to sort of pull out some capital. So we're developing the institutions and the financial sustainability of the organization. I love this because
Mm-hmm.
then we get to do more of
Mm-hmm.
what we're already quite good at in a responsible way that's not dependent on state budgets and government contracts, which come and go depending on, what's
Mm-hmm.
happening. And
Yep.
so, and so being around no matter what, like I get excited about that. One of their
Mm-hmm.
programs is a Latina teen suicide prevention program, which
Mm.
started out as a small grant, and now it's, I don't know, it's probably 7, 8 million of budget a year. They have the highest suicide ideation rates in the country, followed closely by African American adolescents.
Mm.
So, and understanding what is it that's going on. There's all kinds of, it's like a pressure cooker for a Latina teen. Just hypersexualization,
Mm-hmm.
puberty, um, cultural differences,
Yeah. Yep.
like that come from sort of the mainland or from their original country down to the US. And like there's some conflict there. There's, do you want to be smart? Do you want to be a feminine woman? Like all these things are like in
Mm-hmm.
conflict. And so they've now developed an evidence-based practice with Columbia where they have uh, their their therapy sessions that they have, and really allow them to be who they are without this judgment and cloud, and without having to go to the darkest place. And so they've had phenomenal results. We're looking to repeat that, scale that. I get
Mm-hmm.
excited about that because this was an idea that we've now realized, worked out the kinks, studied it, and now we're looking to, and so we're getting calls about that. And so now how do we put that for black male adolescents? We need to do
Mm-hmm.
that because that's right now, right then. And so that's what I get excited about. Um, I'm considering joining a board um, of there's a couple boards that I'm looking, but there's one that I'm looking at, National Medical Fellowships, and they target Black and Latin um, uh, docs, and so, and to reduce the friction that's the cost. So
Mm-hmm.
reduce, which is a big barrier to having. So if we're going to have culturally competent, language
Mm-hmm.
sensitive care, then we need to have care givers and providers, docs, that are in those roles. So this allows and enables that. So I'm looking to help in a similar way build up that um that financial sustainability of organizations like that, because I care a lot about that. So those are organizations that I'm really excited about, And there's a few of them. There's I think the one is there's an event Dallas coming up in December, the Leverage Network that really trains directors. Like you folks at GSB, at Stanford, that are Black and Latin, how to be an effective director and be a champion of the community
Hmm.
and get on those boards. A lot of times, if you're a champion of the community, they don't put you on those boards.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if
yep.
because if you're too loud and you make too much noise, you're not gonna you in the pay me no mind list. That person's a problem. And so being able to be effective and be on those boards, groups like
Hmm.
that, groups like BDHEA, Black Directors Health Equity Agenda, fantastic. I mean, the people that are there are awesome, and they're really about it, and they're really organizing well. So, uh, yeah, I'm a fan, I'm a buyer, I'm in, and I'm supporting either directly, indirectly, or serving on their boards. And so those are the types of organizations.